Hey everyone, so it's Hearth and welcome back to my channel. So on today's video, we are going to be talking about cosmic witches, what they are and how they choose to practice magic. So today's video is going to be part of a series on the different types of witches, where each episode is going to be a little bit of a look into a different type of magical practice and a different type of witch. Today's video is all about cosmic witches and I tried to be quite fitting. So there is a purple sparkly lipstick going on and there are some really bad space buns. Don't come at me, I know they're really bad, I'm not a hair person. I really tried, so I hope you guys kind of appreciate my attempt at space buns. But today's video is the first in the series and we're going to be talking all about cosmic witches. Now this is a type of witchcraft that a lot of people are very fascinated by, as it goes above and beyond our known universe and interacts with energies that are often beyond what many people even associate with. Now, cosmic witches are not the same as lunar witches. There is going to be a whole other episode on lunar witches, but a brief summary is that a lunar witch works with the energy of the moon. A cosmic witch, however, goes literally above and beyond the moon and experiences the energies of all aspects of the universe, both known and unknown. They connect with the moon and the sun, as well as the stars, the known planets, but also everything beyond that. The supernovas, the black holes, the asteroids and the comets, they really go above and beyond with their magical practice. So cosmic witches connect with a huge range of different things within the cosmic world. They do connect with the sun and the moon, much like other types of witches do, but then they take it beyond. So they know the correspondences of every planet. They know the representations of black holes, meteors, meteorites, as well as comet belts, and almost everything else that they can find within the universe. This type of witch has an immense fascination with the sky above and everything that encompasses. Because of this, you often find that cosmic witches have been fascinated with astronomy for almost their entire life. You will find that they are often very closely connected to the art of astronomy and really enjoy learning about everything that happens within our solar system and beyond. They're the kinds of people that would probably very happily spend a Friday night watching the most recent rocket launch or watching a documentary all about the cosmos. But cosmic witchcraft isn't just about an appreciation for the sky above, it's about far more than that. Cosmic witches, if they choose to, can also work with deities that are connected with the planetary energies and beyond. Now, a lot of these deities do come from Roman and Greek tradition, so you will often find the gods and goddesses such as Venus, Mars, Jupiter and Pluto are often worked with within cosmic witches' magical practices. They can be called upon during spellwork and ritual, as each individual god and goddess has their own associations and connections. So you may find that a cosmic witch has relationships with almost all deities that connect with cosmic energy, or they may specialize with just one or two that may go on to become their patron or matron deities. Now, there are far more than just the Hellenic deities. You can look into a whole range of different traditions and find deities that do connect with the sky above, the planets, the moon, the sun and the stars. And that's because a lot of our ancestors were also exceptionally fascinated with everything that went on outside of the earth. Going all the way back to ancient Greek, Roman, Egyptian, and even to Mayan times, there is a lot of depiction of planets, of stars, of astronomy. Everyone was very fascinated with the things that went on in our cosmos, as it was very much an unknown. So you will, if you're interested in deities that are connected with cosmic bodies and cosmic energies, find them in a huge range of different traditions around the world. more specifically in the older traditions. So you have the ancient Greek traditions, the ancient Egyptian traditions, and so on and so forth. Now, of course, you don't have to follow any gods and goddesses in your magical practice if you don't want to, and a lot of people choose not to. But there's far more to cosmic witchcraft than just following deities that are connected with cosmic energies. Spells and rituals are often done with items that represent cosmic bodies. Each cosmic body is believed to have a different aspect and association with it. So a good example for this is black holes. Traditionally, black holes are seen as cleansing, banishing, and binding associations. They're very good at removing things from your life, and a lot of people will draw on that energy. They will stay attuned with the planetary and cosmic energy that they want to achieve when it comes to their workings. So if a cosmic witch was to be doing a banishing spell, they might call upon and attune with the energy of a black hole, work with herbs and crystals and oils that also connect and resonate with that energy to assist them with their workings. Much like how a green witch knows exactly which herbs to create teas from for their magical properties, a cosmic witch knows the suitable correspondences of almost everything within the solar system. Whether that be a red giant, a supernova star, a comet belt, or a black hole, a cosmic witch almost certainly has a plethora of associations that they've written down and connected with for each individual item within the solar system and beyond. Now, beyond just connecting with cosmic energies for their spellwork and ritual, a lot of cosmic witches will actually attune and do their workings based on planetary hours. Not only on planetary hours, but also on special celestial events. So meteor showers are a really popular time for them to be doing workings, as well as times when you can see specific planets much more clearly from Earth. Now beyond that, it is also things like full moons and eclipses of different planets as well are also very, very significant. Much like how a lunar witch finds great power in the different phases of the moon, a cosmic witch finds increased power at specific moments in celestial and planetary hours and special events that happen. So a meteor shower is a very powerful event that they will draw on, and it's likely that a cosmic witch will know weeks, if not months beforehand, when a special event like an eclipse or like a meteor shower is going to happen, so they can prepare for it and undertake their rituals accordingly. Now, unlike something like lunar witchcraft, where it is very cyclical, a cosmic witch often has to take great advantage of meteor showers and all of these almost rare cosmic activities, as they don't happen as cyclically as a full moon or a new moon will come round every 28 days. Instead, a meteor shower or a planet or an eclipse might only be visible for a really small fraction of time every several hundred years. So cosmic witches are often very on the ball. They know exactly when these things are going to happen, so they can attune with them more easily. Now, it doesn't just have to be something as complicated as a meteor shower. They can work with the energies of the planets on certain days of the week. So such as Mercury is very closely associated to Wednesday and Venus is very closely associated with Friday. There are other days of the week that are associated with planets, and so they can work with this connective energy to undertake their cosmic workings through simply the days of the week. So it doesn't have to be exceptionally complex, but it definitely is all lined up. They're very meticulous in what they do. They know and they plan exactly which associations to use based on the planets and the cosmic energies that they want to work with in that particular working. Now, although it isn't a requirement to be a cosmic witch, you do find quite a few of them working with astrology. Now, astrology and astronomy are two very different things. Astronomy is working with the stars, often through telescopes, where people will map out the stars and track their locations in the night sky. Astrology is more of a form of divination, especially when it comes to creating natal charts with astrology to map out someone's life and the decisions that they should make. It is a very detailed, very, very complicated system, and honestly, it is very fulfilling once you start getting into it. So you do often find find that those that are very connected to cosmic witchcraft are also very closely connected and are often very successful astrologers, because the mapping of the different planets in the birth chart in the different houses is so complex, and it often requires knowledge of the solar system to be able to do it effectively. I know that nowadays you can just type in your time, date of birth and your location on the internet and you can find your natal chart, but a lot of cosmic witches will actually choose to do it all by hand, taking great pleasure in the mathematics and the meticulousness that they need to be able to correctly map out someone's charts. And I would say that a lot of cosmic witches, if they haven't thought of it before, should definitely invest in looking into astrology, because it can be a very fulfilling form of divination, likely far more than something like tarot or runes for a cosmic witch. Now, a lot of cosmic witches will set up altars just like all other forms of witches. Now, of course, not everyone is going to be in the situation where they can set up an altar. But if they do set up altars, they are often very closely connected with either the cosmos in general, generally having a black, dark purple or dark blue altar cloth with items that represent the cosmos to them, or they represent specific aspects of the cosmos that they want to work with at that particular time. Much like how someone would create a manifestation altar to manifest love or luck with items that represent their intention, a cosmic witch may well want to work with planetary energies to bring about their desired outcome. So they might want to work with the planet Jupiter, and so they will include herbs that correspond with Jupiter, as well as colours, images, crystals, and so on and so forth, to help bring that energy into their lives. And they will then change this altar out regularly depending on what they want to work with. Whether that be meteors, whether that be stars or supernovas, planets, or the moons of planets, this often changes cyclically and alters depending on what they want to achieve at that specific moment in time. Now, some cosmic witches do also follow spirits, and a lot of traditions do believe that spirits hold form within the cosmos. I'm pretty certain that there are some traditions that have believed in the past that their ancestors exist around them in the form of the aurora borealis, or the northern lights. And it was a very deep tradition that ancestors actually still existed, and when someone were to pass away, their spirit becomes part of the lights in the northern lights. These kind of traditions are often held very strongly within the minds of cosmic witches. Some may believe that their ancestors become stars in the sky, some may believe that they become celestial events, and some also work with aliens as spiritual beings. So much like a fairy or green witch may work with fae as spiritual beings in their workings, or an angelic witch may work with angels in their workings as spiritual beings, some cosmic witches may also choose to work with aliens as spiritual beings. Now, although some people might laugh at this slightly, I see no reason not to believe that aliens have the potential to be spiritual beings, just like the fae, just like angels, just with the merfolk and demons as well. The spiritual worlds are so vast, I don't think there's any way that we could ever disprove that they were spiritual beings, and so a lot of cosmic workers do connect with them if they choose to and call them into their workings. Now, another thing that cosmic witches may choose to do is actually work with vibrations and audio clips that connect with cosmic energies. So I'm sure that some of you have heard these clips in the past. They have been all over the internet for a while, but a lot of audio recordings have been taken from space. Now, these recordings often contain very strange vibrations and very odd sounds that are just very closely connected with the raw nature that is the cosmos. After all, it is ever-changing, ever-altering, with planets and stars appearing and disappearing over millions and billions of years. Now, some people use these workings in their trances and also in their meditations, allowing them to enter deeper trance states and deeper meditative states so they can better work with these cosmic energies. While a lot of people may use whale sounds or nature music or simply the sound of running water, cosmic witches may well connect with these very guttural, very unusual sounds that have been recorded from the cosmos. And if no one has heard of these before, I would definitely suggest checking them out because they are very ethereal. There's something very odd about them that is almost magical and mystical, and cosmic witches especially are going to really easily resonate with them. So if you are a cosmic witch and you've never used this before, it's definitely something you might want to have a look into. So those are just a few of the things that cosmic witches may do within their own personal practice. Now, if you are a cosmic witch, please let me know if there's anything I've missed out on this list. I know there definitely will be, and I'd love to hear what you do within your own personal practice. So feel free to post a comment down below and start a conversation, because this is such a fascinating topic that I would absolutely love to learn more about. Now, if you are interested in reading a little bit more about it, I have been highly recommended a book called Planetary Spells and Rituals by Raven Digitalis. Now, I personally have not had the honour of reading this book yet, although it is in my Amazon cart, just waiting for the moment when I can get it. But it has been highly recommended to me by a bunch of different practitioners that follow a cosmic path. So I'd say it's definitely worth looking into if you were interested in finding out more information. So the last thing that I do want to say is that you don't need to be a specific type of witch to practice witchcraft. These types and categories have been created by us simply to allow us to easily define our practice when we're talking with other people. So if I was to go up to someone and they were to say to me that they were a cosmic witch, I would know exactly what their practice contained. Much like if I was to say to someone that I was a hearth witch, a lot of other practitioners would very easily know exactly what I did. You don't have to follow one of these types of witches to be a valid practitioner, and in fact, a large majority of practitioners don't box themselves into any category at all. It isn't a requirement, and definitely not something I would recommend that you do if you are a beginner practitioner. Instead, I would suggest looking into a bunch of loads of different paths, loads of different traditions, and seeing if you can piece together a path of your own that works well for you. A lot of the time when beginners start out, it's really good to be eclectic, to take bits and pieces of information and knowledge from lots and lots of different sources rather than box yourself into a category. After you've been practicing for a while, it's likely you'll find yourself fitting into one of these types of witches anyway, but it's definitely not something you have to choose before you actually get started. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video and that you enjoy the series as it progresses. If you did enjoy this video, feel free to give it a like. That would really mean so much to me. If you do have any questions, comments, concerns, video ideas, or just want to chit chat with the community down in the comment section, feel free to post a comment and let me know what types of witches you would like me to cover within this video series. So if you enjoy the magical content in this video and on this channel, feel free to hit subscribe. I post new magical content every Wednesday and every Saturday at 6 PM. And a massive shout out to all my Patreon and Ko-fi supporters for helping to keep the electronics as part of this channel going. I thoroughly appreciate your support, and it genuinely means absolutely the world to me. And if anyone else wants to take the plunge and also become a Patreon supporter, the links will be down in the description box. But of course, as always, just you watching these videos means so much to me and is all the support I could ever ask for. So I hope you guys have an amazing, marvelous, magical day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!